So yesterday I got a call. It was about, I just washed my hair. So yesterday I got a call around 9:30. Phone rings. And it was my friend. And he says, how fast can you get ready? I was like, why? He goes, my friend is having a party. She lives around you and I want to go. And I'm like, this is just conditioner. I'm like, so you're saying it's a birthday party? He's like, yeah. I'm like, where is it? He said, not far from where you are. I'm like, you mean it's a house party? He's like, yeah, I'm not going. He said, come on, let's go. I said, no. I don't do house parties. I don't go. I'm not going. So he's like, come on, let's go. I said, listen, I am so not going. And I was like, really adamant that I'm not going to no house party. And he says, there's going to be a lot of food there. I was just like, okay. I had to be tough, right? So when he said, there's going to be a lot of food there, I was just like, I wanted to cave in right away and be like, sure, pick me up, I'm there. So, a long time ago, my mama did say, I love my food. I love food. My mama said, you're so damn greedy, people are going to catch you with food. Yeah, she was right. I love my food. That's how my last boyfriend caught me. He took me out to $500 restaurants. I never had $500 meals before in my life. He wasn't even someone I would date. But you feed me $500 meals on a regular basis, I'm going to fall in love with you. And that's how it happened. He fed me the most expensive meal, $500 meals. And I started falling in love with the boy, and we started dating. And every time I broke up with him, he would always say, so why don't we go out for dinner? I was just like, okay. And it happened all over again. I got up in a mess. $500 meals. So when I left him and I started talking to other people who would take me to like $60 meals, it was not the same. It was very hard. It's hard to do. Like when you're used to $500 meals and someone takes you out for a $60 meal, you know the difference. I don't know if this relationship is going to work because the $60 stuff ain't cutting it. It's not going to cut it. So anyways, long story short, yes, everybody knows Shelly loves her belly. I walk with a gut. I do. I walk with my stomach. You feed me, I'm eating. It's pretty sad, but it's true. Anyways, that's it. So I said, really? I was like, okay, I'll go if you promise that we're going to a regular club after. And he says, okay, fine, we'll go to a regular club after. I said, okay, I'll be ready in like half an hour. So he picks me up. I get ready, like I bust my ass. I already washed like my hair. I already like took a shower, so all I had to do was like put some products in this hair and then go. That's all I had to do. I didn't have to do anything else. Put products in this hair, put on some makeup, put on an outfit, and go. So that was pretty easy, right? No problem. So the phone rings, he picks me up. We start heading over to his friend's house. Outside the house, there was a million cars. And I am messing up the story. I'm not even telling the story the way I'm supposed to be telling the story. So anyways, there was a million cars. When we get inside, like a lot of shoes, so there's a lot of people in this place, right? So we go straight for the kitchen, and you want to see the amount of food that was there. There was food for days, like seriously, food for days. Like I couldn't believe the amount of food that was there. I was like in heaven. And then there was two girls there, and I noticed them because they had like natural hair, or so I thought. One of them obviously had natural hair. She had really short hair, and she had really nice curls. She had fine textured hair, and it was really short, really defined. And the other one had like, how do I describe it? She had bigger curls. Her hair wasn't very thick, but she had nice curls, right? So I was just like, oh look, we got natural girls in here, because the whole party was pretty much Indian people, like seriously. It was Trinidadian Indian, like in Trinidad and Indian, everywhere. And so, you know, there's a little scattered blacks here and there. And my friend, he's black. And so I was just like, okay, well, I'm used to, you know, being around Indian people, so, you know, this is cool, right? I thought at first they were like Indian from India. But I heard they were Trinidadian, and I was like, okay, good, right? So, you know, I know what the food could be like. So anyways, we got some food, and then we go to the dining room area, and the two girls were sitting together. So they were sitting here. The two girls were sitting together. I was sitting next to the one who had the big, larger curls, not the one with the tighter curls that I know was really natural, but the one with the looser curls, and then my friend was sitting beside me over here, right? So he looks at her hair, and I'm staring at her hair too, right? I'm like, in the back of her head, like, looking at it. And he looks at me, he goes, well, you guys got the exact same hair. And I said, that's a leisure curl. How the hell could I have hair that looks like that? My hair doesn't look nothing like that. That's a leisure curl. He said, well, I know nothing about that. And he goes, I just know that you guys have the exact same hair. I said, first of all, let me tell you something. That girl has no frizz in that hair. I said, this is all frizz. Okay. I said, second of all, her curls are loose all the way around her head. And they're one size curls everywhere from front to back. Now you know, natural girls, we have tighter curls in the front, tighter curls in the back, and then all different shape, size of curls over here. Some hang a little more, some don't. So I was just like, that's not natural curls. So of course we're whispering about the poor girl's hair. She's like talking to her girlfriend, so we're like in the back of her head. And so he's like, oh, I'm just saying. So I said, so I looked at her curl. I'm like, no, she got no frizz. All her curls are nicely defined. I'm like, no, that's not even real, right? So I'm looking all up in her business, her hair, and she's staring now she didn't stare in mine, right? But she did turn around and she went straight for the jugular. She stared right up at my root top. And I'm like, why is she staring at my root top for? Well, I'm like, what is she checking for? To see if they're all the same size too? Like, no. These are tighter. This is the kitchen. I got kitchen in the front. I got kitchen in the back, baby. Okay, so she went straight for the jugular and looked at my hairline. I'm thinking maybe she was thinking it was a lace front wig. I don't know. But yeah. And then she turned around real quick, right? And then so I was talking to my friend tomorrow. Was eating? We were eating food and we were talking. And then I said, oh, and then he goes, oh, they're talking about your favorite topic, hair care. And I'm like, you know, just like, I'm thinking I want to jump in, but I really wanted to ask her if she had a leisure curl, but I didn't know how to do it, right? And so I was just like, whatever. I was talking to my friend. I was like, oh, whatever. I'm like, my hair comes down to here. Okay, so don't even play with me. He's like, stop lying. I'm like, no, my hair comes down here. And she actually heard that. And I said, I'll show you. So I pulled down one of my hairs in the back, right? And I pulled it down. And I'm like, see, it comes down here. And so she actually looked. She waited for me to pull down my hair and look to see how long it was. And when she saw how long the hair was, and she turned back around. I was like, okay, so she's obviously curious about my hair as I am about hers. Like, this is okay. This is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But I really wanted to ask her if I can ask her. So anyway, we went downstairs where the music was. They were partying. They had a DJ there, whatever. And so I went to the bathroom, right? And the two girls were standing in front of the washroom. And I wanted to ask her right then and there, but I was just like, I didn't know how to do it. And so I was like, okay, so I'm like, as soon as I get out, I'm gonna do it, right? So I get out and they were like gone. I didn't know where they were. I was just like, where the hell did she go? I have no idea. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I didn't ask her. And I was kind of like just staring at this girl's hair all night. Just like, but you can tell she didn't have shrinkage because her hair was not as big. Like my hair was like big. She had a small little afro, and if you pulled on her hair, it would probably come and touch her shoulder. Like no shrinkage, no frizz. Curls were big from the front right to the back. So you know when they put in the curlers or the rods, they use like the same size rods all throughout the head. So So that was another way I was able to tell. Like, definitely no difference in curls. So. But anyways, that was my little thing with the Leisure Curl girl. And yeah, I do not have Leisure Curl. My hair looks nothing like Leisure Curl. Nothing! Because it's big. And I noticed as my hair gets it's itchy. I notice as my hair gets bigger and it dries, like see, it looks like it's got little hang time right now, right? But when it dries, it shrinks up and it's like going outwards. I'm thinking when it gets longer, is it going to be one of those ones that look more like afro-y, or is it going to be like, give me some hang time? Because I'm starting to think it's going to be afro. If it's going to be like afro, then you know I got to do a lot of two-strand twists to get it elongated. So, anyways, that was my little encounter with a Leisure Curl friend. Alright, I want to show you my Leisure Curl hair. This is just conditioner. We leave the party now, so, you know, we get into my friend's car, and we're like, he starts to like warm up the car, and I said, so we're going to a club, right? He said, I never promised you no rose garden. And I said, what? He said, I didn't promise you no rose garden. I was like, oh hell no, you did not just do this to me. He goes, it's okay. I said, you know what, the next time you call me to go somewhere, I swear I'm not leaving my house, I'm not going nowhere with you. But anyways, we did end up going to the club, and I was a happy girl, so I get to put my boogie on all night. Anyways, I'm done. And I do not have a Leisure Curl, honey. But you know what? I am taking it as a compliment. Okay, if you say I have Leisure Curl, I am so taking that as a compliment. I'm running with it. I'm like, yeah, thank you, girlfriend. There you go. Sure as hell don't look like Leisure Curl now, does it? Hell no. There is no leisure up in this curl, okay? This is so some unruly, curly, natural hair. I gotta go wash this thing. See ya. I never promised you a rose garden.